not dead. I'm still here. Yes, I've been away for a bit, but I'm back. I've been away for quite some time. It feels like quite a long time actually. And you know, it's really hard to get back into doing videos. Once you stop doing videos, it's really hard to start again. And you know, earlier in the year I did say that I was going to take a bit of a break, a bit of a sabbatical, because I have this love-hate relationship with YouTube. And I'm just really busy, and I was moving, and I had this other project that I was working on. So with so many things going on, something had to give, and YouTube had to give. As you can see, I've still got the M4. Yes, it's still in the garage. And am I enjoying it? I'm enjoying it very much. How could you not enjoy a car like this? So I've had the car now for what, 6 months? Yeah, I think it's 6 months. I should check. Seven months. And in those 7 months, I've done just shy of 20,000 kilometers. And 20,000 kilometers in miles is... Okay, Google. What's 20,000 kilometers in miles? Thank you, Google. 12,500 miles. So 20,000 kilometers is 12,500 miles. That's how much I've done in 7 months, which is probably slightly above average. And it's been averaging 11.9 litres per 100 kilometres fuel consumption. And remember, this takes 98 octane, so it's the more expensive fuel. That's quite high. So, well, actually, I say it's quite high. It's actually not dissimilar to what my Focus RS used to do. So about 11.5, 12 is about average. I've made a couple of modifications to the car. I've tinted the windows, which you can see. This is a car that, you know, needs to look a bit mean, doesn't it? So I just felt the windows were too light, so I've darkened them. And I've made a little modification to the bodywork. Yes, I hit something. The irony of it is that this car is practically half of its time sideways around every corner. And you would think at one point I'm going to slide off the road and have a massive accident, which I hope is not going to happen. I hit something the moment I'm doing a 3-point turn at 2 kilometers an hour with parking sensors, with video cameras, everything helping me to reverse, and I still managed to hit a tree. Very frustrating. I think I've already done a couple of videos with this car, and one of them was quite early on, which was when it broke down on the motorway. And so I went back to the dealer. It was a valvetronic system issue, and then I took it back because it had a brake issue. I had really bad vibration from the brakes, and they said it was my fault because I took it on a racetrack, which I went, are you kidding me? It's an M4. Can you not take an M4? Is it really that delicate that you can't take it to a racetrack? So they changed all my discs, the 4 discs and the pads, and it seemed to be okay. So I took it away. For a week it was fine. No, and then it happened again, and I had a really bad vibration. So the car went back again, and then they said it was a wheel bearing issue. So they fixed the wheel bearing, or changed the wheel bearing, and then it seemed to cure it, and the brakes are bad again. And so now I am going to BMW. For the 4th time the car is going to go in. This will be the 3rd time to address the brake issue. Do you like my new keyring? Cool, isn't it? Fezza keyring. Would you like one? So what happened was that when I bought the car, BMW didn't give me a keyring. So I didn't have a keyring. So I thought, I might as well just make my own keyring. So I just went and got my own keyring. Proper one, you know, metal, the enamel, centre bit there. So it's quite nice actually. Come out really well. So anyway, I don't know what to do. The thing is that when you order something like that, you have to order quite a big batch. So I've got quite a big batch of key rings arriving this week. So if you'd like one, let me know. I don't know whether to sell them and give the money to charity or something, give them away as freebies, I don't know. But anyway, if you want one, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Right, I'm nearly at the dealer now, so I'm going to leave them with this car. And that's why I'm driving a Mini Countryman. It's actually been a week since I recorded that bit of footage with the BMW and this bit of footage with this Mini. because I took the BMW and the courtesy car they said they were going to have for me, well, they didn't have it. So I had to leave with my car again, and then they rang me a week later going, we've got a car for you. I was like, sake. So I'm driving around in this mini Countryman, which it's not the sort of car I would normally buy, but it's actually really nice. Like any Mini, it's a really nice car, really nice to drive. But there is actually one thing in this car that would stop me from buying it. Maybe I'll do a video on it. But it's a really nice car. It's just, you know, you can't go wrong with the Mini. They're so much fun. The steering is so good and it just handles so nicely. Great little cars. I have absolutely no idea how long I'm going to have this car for, but it's very entertaining, so I won't complain. And talking of entertaining cars, this is a very entertaining car. Yes, the 430, it's still here, thank God. I'm loving this car. This car's amazing, absolutely amazing. Of course it is. It's a Ferrari. It's got to be amazing. I've done about 7,000 kilometers in this car now. I think I've had it about 7 months. About 1,000 kilometers a month. I don't think there's many Ferrari owners that do 1,000 kilometers every month. And they have been 7,000 trouble-free kilometers. That's the most amazing thing. Nothing has gone wrong, apart from this glass thing in between the seats, which is a little bit loose, which is the wind deflector. This car's amazing. I hope I haven't spoken too soon now. Oh my god. So I've got lots of videos I want to do with this car. So many videos. I've got so many things I want to share with you. So many comparisons with the 360 that I want to do, because anybody who's got a 360 that's thinking of upgrading to a 430, or somebody considering a 360 or a 430, what are things you need to know? What are things you should know? What are things that you don't want to know? Every time I get into this car, it's such an amazing experience. It really is. And it doesn't matter how much I drive it, it's still exciting. It really is. I want to do some videos as well comparing this with the M4, because the M4 rear wheel drive, same as this, but front engined, and it's a very heavy beast, whilst this is mid-engined, feels really light. There's a real difference between driving both cars, and they're both high performance cars. Similar sort of output, similar sort of speeds, but very different experiences. And I want to share that experience with you. I want to share those differences with you. One of the funny things I always get with the Ferrari videos is that people who don't like Ferrari always call it a Fiat. They're always like, oh, you've just got a glorified Fiat. Well, I might have a glorified Fiat. I've actually bought myself a proper little Fiat. It's a Fiat Punto, it's a 1.2 petrol, and it's 10 years old. It's done 110,000 kilometers. You know, for a 10-year-old car, it's actually pretty good condition. So quite hard here in Spain to find cars at a decent price and a decent condition. It's great though for parking anywhere. I mean, it makes you realize how big and bulky like the M4 is, because just parking it in places sometimes is just a real pain in the backside, because it's quite long, it's quite low, and this you just sort of just tuck into any little space and it's like, it's fine, you know. And if somebody hits you with their door, it's not the end of the world. It's an old car, so it doesn't, you know, it's not like somebody hitting your brand new car, so you have less worries. And so I quite like just driving around with this car. It's quite nice. There is one other vehicle that's still on the fleet, and it's not a car. Yes, I've still got my scooter. It's only a 125, and I've done my theory test already, and this year I'm going to go for my practical and get my license. I never got my motorbike license. I'm really gutted about it, and I really want to get it this year, because this is a 125. It just doesn't have enough power. Sometimes you just need a little bit more power. So I'm really keen to get my license this year. So I've already done the theory, just got to do the practical now. So there you have it. That's my car garage at the end of 2019. This year's actually been a very turbulent year for me because I've had a lot of changes personally, and it's been very up and down. I've moved a couple of times, I've moved my office a couple of times, I've bought and sold most of my cars, and lots of personal changes. So I'm hoping 2020 is going to be a lot calmer and a lot more stable. That's the plan anyway. And as you know, in 2019 I sort of tried to pause YouTube as much as possible. I was just didn't want that commitment because I was working on some other stuff, and I was just trying to just settle things in my life in general. But 2020, I want to really game my videos out. You know, I've got lots of ideas, lots of stuff I want to do with YouTube, lots of things I want to try, lots of people I'm going to annoy with my stuff. So, you know, if you want to be a part of it, please stay subscribed. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really going to try and do at least a video a week, you know, even maybe 2 or 3 videos a week, and some live stuff. So there's a lot of things I want to do. So I'm going to hit 2020 with a bang, and I think I'm going to, in a few days time, start my first video. And but yeah, so hopefully 2020 will be a lot more interesting than 2019 on my channel. So that just leaves me to say thank you once again so much for watching my videos, for being a part of this channel, for liking, subscribing, for commenting, for thumbs down, thumbs up, anything. Give me shit, whatever. You know, it's all good fun, and that's what it's about. It's just a bit of fun. And so, you know, thank you so much for watching. I've really appreciated it. I will be back with more videos, better videos in 2020, so please stay tuned and have a brilliant, amazing, wonderful, prosperous, beautiful, fantastic, stunning new year. I'll see you in 2020. Bye bye.